Ex-husband ghosts ex-wife, racks up a huge bill. He clearly didn't think things through. My compliance was malicious for the ex-husband. I'm working in the billing queue in a call center for one of big 3 telcos. And a client calls in regarding a billing concern. This lady calls in, is puzzled by why she got charged a one-time fee $49 for a wireless access point. It's General One equipment for wireless set-top boxes for optic TV. She's even more puzzled. Why would she have that charge when she doesn't have TV services from us? And I inform she does. It started more or less a month ago. She's disputing that because optic TV isn't available in her area. Now I'm confused. She lives in a small town and there's no optic TV there. I do a little digging and find out that someone, no ex-husband, was still her on account and got 3-year contract to get a free TV for optic TV and internet. She begins to cry on the phone and tells me her now ex-husband had an affair with a younger woman. Divorced her, milked her for as much as he could and apparently still is milking her for more. He totally ghosted her, moved to Alberta, changed his email, phone number, blocked her on all social media, etc. In my mind I'm like, what a dickhead. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry if you cancel the services you're on hook to pay for cancellation fees and so on. I can tell her though, I can remove his access to your account and you can also add on a password. Downgrade the internet and TV to the bare essentials and I can attempt to redirect the TV gift from his address to hers, but there's no guarantee as it's been processed already. I can hear the light going off in her head. Wait, what? You have where he's living at now? Why? Yes. He's got TV and internet services, so there's a service address. She goes really quiet. Says her lawyer and herself have been trying to track him down, but his family and friends are being tight-lipped about it. She asks if I'm allowed to give that info to her. I smile and reply, this is your account. You have unrestricted access for service address, phone numbers, emails that your now ex-husband provided to us to get hooked up. She asks that I can give her his new address, his new cell number, and the second number left on the account, presumably the new woman, and contact info over the phone right now. I asked if she had a pen and paper handy. She was so ecstatic. And after giving her all the details from her account regarding the second service address, downgrade everything. And he was a hockey fan and there was a game playing right now with his team. So I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when the game cuts out and he calls in to ask WTF and discovers he's been removed. And there's an account pin and he's been discovered by his ex-wife and lawyer. He calls in to ask WTF and discovers he's been removed. And there's an account pin and he's been discovered by his ex-wife and lawyer. There's no way to find out as he's not on the account any longer. We can't give you any information about this account as you are not an authorized person. Sir. Surprised Pikachu face. This might be my favorite story on this sub. And all for the low price of $49. That's spectacular. I'm delighted for her. Bless you. This was a good thing you did. Boy, I would really like to know how that played out. That is beautiful. It's stretching the malicious compliance bit. But I don't care as this was an amazing read. That aside, how stupid do you have to be to put your contact, address info attached to someone else's name? That's like robbing a bank but using your debit card. Absolute bargain for $49 and a nice bit of karma too. I hope the ex-wife's lawyers go to town on the ex-husband. This is gold. I wish I had an award to give. Well done on you for giving her the best possible out. And awesome for her that she finally has the info on her ex. Freakin' brilliant. This was a joy to read. Thank you for your good work in making sure shitty people get what's coming to them. I would have loved to be a fly in the wall too. And eating popcorn. Ferengi rule of acquisition number 57, good customers are as rare as latinum, treasure them. Good job up. This reminds me of my mom. Married a much younger man very quickly. Don't even get me started. Marriage ended in less than a year and he's being a dick. Traded in their car he had for a brand new Mustang and added it to her insurance. She called to get it removed. They said unfortunately they couldn't. She's like, well, it's my policy. Can I just cancel it? And the Luke in Austin, Texas said, why yes ma'am, you absolutely can. Quote, canceled the policy. About a week or two later he totaled the car speeding because he's a horrible driver. My ex did the same to me. Took me 9 years to pay off his crap. Wish I had someone like you on the other end. What has 4 legs, and chases cats? Mrs. Katz, and her lawyer. I've never wanted an update on Reddit as much as I'd love to know the actual fallout from this. Or to hear the call the ex-hubby makes when he realizes he's not the actual account holder, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. You're a hero for giving her the address and phone numbers of her ex-husband. Truly. That makes this into a feel-good story. That said, I'm surprised you can't find a way to waive her accrued fees and cancel her contract without a termination penalty. It's not her that signed up. She's obviously a victim of fraud and your company is a participant in her continued victimization. I'm not blaming you in the slightest. Of course, you turned this into a net win. As someone who has been utterly screwed by a couple of exes, this made me so happy to read. I remember crying on the phone to my internet company after my ex-husband left. I was so defeated and humiliated. Thanks for helping this lady as much as your job allowed. Lol, I worked for your competitor, the red one. Once I had to do some digging on a cell phone account of a deceased man. Profiles are based on the person, not account. So you can see all the addresses, account numbers of that one person. They are matched by SIN and credit info. Easy for finding the cottage address or if parents are paying for the kids' internet at school, etc. Wife received a bill for a cell phone that had ported out and had a $150 cancellation fee left on it. She was pissed because she had called to cancel his cell a month before because he was deceased. And that was done with changes waived. She was saying we were taking advantage of a widow and ripping her off. Turns out after some note digging and back-end account profile digging, this was an online bill only account that had been open for 10+ years sent to his work email. The bills had been paid always online and on time, and she got the final bill as paper as the email address wasn't working. Work email was terminated cause he was dead. And the paper bill defaulted to the address on file, which was his home address. The cell phone had once been mailed with tracking sent to an email address starting with Anna Banana. I didn't tell her that part, but I felt so bad for her. Got my boss permission to waive the cancellation fees. She kept asking why he was paying someone else's bill, but you could tell she was putting the pieces together on the phone and was trying not to understand. It was one of the hardest things I've had to diplomatically navigate. I'm a man and I still don't understand why are men. Excellent. What a nice thing to do.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.